Hello, this is Philip Cargom. This is Tea with the Druid. Welcome. Lovely to see everyone arriving here I've seen several people from New Zealand. Valerie has just come back from the big OBOD gathering there in Australia. That's fantastic. Somebody else from New Zealand. That's 3 people from New Zealand at least. Calgary in Canada, Prince Edward Island, Canada, Ontario, Pender Island, British Columbia, Aberdeenshire, Colorado, Birmingham, Portland, Oregon, Banbury, Orkney, hooray, London, Amsterdam, Stroud, Charlton, Thora, Australia, Brighton and Hove Station. You're in the station? Minnesota, Sussex, Brazil. I wonder if the person cycling last week is on their bicycle again. Chile, Hertfordshire, Solva, Limerick, Dartmoor, Houston, Massachusetts, Knockholt, Alice in Spain, hello, Southern Germany, lots of lovely people gathering together here. Lovely to see you. That's great. As everyone gathers and comes into the clearing and finds a place around the fire, let's sit together and just allow ourselves to settle. Allow ourselves to enter into hopefully this slightly slower pace, this calm, comfortable environment that we create here on Tea with the Druid. And then just dropping into your center, see where you drop to. What happens when I say drop into your center? What part of your, in the sort of somatic sense, in your body sense, what part of your body are you going to? And how are you feeling from this place, when you're at this place, when you've arrived, wherever it is, and you sort of settle in your center, the center of your being? What are your feelings? How are you feeling? And then just come out and type it in. It'd be lovely to hear how you're feeling. It just helps us all to connect. Snowy Finland, and Sylvia is lighting her candle, and Kevin's getting off the speeding highway, and head, throat, and heart, and a little panicky. Creative, breathing down through chaos to calm in my center. Solar plexus sleepy, soft and comfortable. Pelvis tired. The much needed connection, tired and stressed, ready to radiate, soldiering onward, centered between my feet, shoulders relaxed, sad but peaceful, like finally arriving at the station. Throat is going very fast, sadness in my heart, tired, feeling groovy, Philip, energized at the gym, relaxed, stressed, but it'll get sorted. Heart weary and tired, calm finally. Heart calm and safe, relaxed, tired but satisfied. Sadly running on a high fever and hard to breathe. Heart relaxing, feeling creative and heartly, relaxed and peaceful, calm solar plexus. Finally breathing after an emotionally charged day. Bad head cold, tired, fed up, in between frazzled and calm. Recovering from a cold, quiet, worried for a sick relative, peaceful. I feel rooted for the first time since my husband died 9 months ago. Gosh. Yay for rested, says Naomi. Feeling a heart connection with you all. Sorry, it's going so quickly. Bored. Personally, hopefully you won't be bored for this whole session, Andrea. Personally peaceful, but dreading the chaotic situation developing on Turtle Island. Deep. Lighting my green tea incense, feeling love. Sad and tired, unfortunately. Oh, I'm sorry, diagnosed terminal, a little freaked out. Gosh, I bet. I'm sorry to hear that. Cough, cough. Grateful for this time. Tense in my head too much. Comfortably numb. Head frustrated. Whew, gosh, what a lot of What a lot of feelings, the whole range there. Difficult ones too, difficult ones. Yeah. So dropping into the moment now, bearing in mind that we're with fellow humans going through really difficult times, good times, feeling calm, lots feeling tired, some colds around, some really serious illness. And yet we're all here now in this moment, and we have a chance in this moment, in this half an hour that we have together, to connect deep inside ourselves. And this interesting kind of paradox that when we connect, at least this is my experience, when you connect deep inside, you can also connect more easily outward. That's interesting, isn't it? It's kind of strange. Tell me if it's just me, but tell me if you think the same way. If you go deep inside, strangely, my experience is I'm not retreating from the world. I'm actually more able to feel empathy and connection with all 250 people of us gathered here now than I was if I was kind of up and out, if you see what I mean. If my center was, if I was sort of centered kind of here or something. But because I'm feeling centered here, I'm able to feel closer to you. It's not just you, says Gina. That's lovely. Thank you, Gina. Yeah. So that's interesting, isn't it? I'll share how I'm feeling now. I'm actually feeling very good. I'm working on a course that I'm producing for an organization, lovely organization called Advaya. And I'm going to Ireland on Sunday to film that in a place that I hold very dear, that's very beautiful. And we're going to spend 3 days filming the course in this beautiful setting in Ireland. And so I'm really looking forward to that. And then I'm working on preparing it. And I'm also feeling very happy with where we're living. We've been here for 35 years. And I just want to share a couple of holiday snaps, holiday from home here. We live in Lewes in East Sussex. And David Bramwell, who some of you will know, he's been on Tea with the Druid. He's done the wonderful Adventures in Utopia podcast that the Order sponsors, which you may have heard, which are fantastic. If you haven't heard of them, have a look. Have a look at Adventures in Utopia. And it was the full moon a few days ago, wasn't it? And we were walking back from a wonderful evening that he puts on once a month called the Catalyst Club in an old pub called the Lewis Arms on the other side of the castle. So we have to walk past Lewis Castle to get home. And we were walking along the little lane, and Lewis has lanes called Twittons. Twittons are these little narrow sort of footpath lanes between streets, really, that you can't drive down. You have to walk down them. And we were walking down a Twitton, and the big full moon was out, and the castle, part of the castle was lit up. And as always happens when you take a camera out, the clouds came over the full moon, so that effect has gone. But it's so lovely to be. I don't know. It's nice having a castle in town. And then see if you know what this is. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. So we were walking along the river in Lewes by the Linklater Centre. Play it again. Which is an environmental centre. And there was a guy standing, there were all these fish. And there was a chap looking at them, and we started talking, and he said that they are grey mullet. And Lewis is on a river called the River Ouse, which some people say comes from Isis. The River Ouse, which is tidal. So we get the seawater coming into the town. And these are seawater creatures, saltwater creatures. And these grey mullet, once a year, at this time of year, they come in and they all congregate by a culvert, which is feeding fresh water from a chalk stream. The chalk streams in Sussex are sort of very special phenomenon, very pure, clean water, because it's filtered down through the chalk, so it's very clean. And once a year they come and they hang out there for a week in this flow of fresh water to clean themselves of lice. That apparently lice get kind of washed away by they can't function in this pure chalk water, and so they have a sort of amazing kind of shower for a week and just wriggle around in the water there. And that's grey mullet, and so that's, I want to go back there. I'll try and walk down there tomorrow and have a look at them again. So there we go. So this morning, when I set up the technical thing, the channel, I have to type in the details of what it is, and sometimes I know what I'm going to talk about, sometimes I don't, and I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. But this phrase, he's got the whole world in his hands, came through, and I typed it in, which is why Tea with the Druid 350, the whole world in the palm of our hands. And let's do a meditation on that. I wish I could play. I can't, I wanted to play Nina Simone singing this song but for copyright reasons, I can't do that. So I just called up the lyrics. What I found with this spiritual, that it's in about 6 or more versions, all slightly different if you go online and look. Nina Simone Nina Simone, anyway, the version she's using is different to the 6 other ones that I found, because she's added in the gambling man, the sinner man, but her word, of all the different versions, I thought, which version shall I read out? And this is the one. I'm not going to repeat them all, but I'm just going to give you he's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the fish of the sea in his hands. He's got the birds of the air in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the gambling man in his hands. He's got the sinner man in his hands. He's got the little bitsy baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got you and me, sister, as another version says, but not Nina Simone, in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. So yeah, lots of different versions of it, and it's just lovely. Do listen to the Nina Simone version, but I mean there are other versions too. But let's take this as an idea, and let's see what happens, because that in the meditations we do in Tea with the Druid, we use our hands. It's very kind of significant part of the meditation. So if you're willing to have a meditation, let's just drop into one now. Breathing out and then breathing in. And just breathing out, and let's just do that a few times. Deep breaths in and out, just following the breath. And you're seated in your room. You can sense the walls around you, floor beneath you, ceiling above you, but you might like to imagine that they're just fading away as you find yourself either already being in the sacred grove or coming into a forest clearing. If it's the first time you've been to Tea with the Druid, we meet in a forest clearing, a place beloved of the Druids, coming into this clearing in the forest. Little fire burning in the center, smell of wood smoke. A few hundred people seated around in the circle, a feeling of calm and peace. Just find a comfortable spot, sit down on the ground, or on a stone or a log. And just allow yourself to settle. And it can help to settle by just placing the palms of your hands on the earth beside you. As you do that, sense how it feels. Even this is just imagining, or just imagining, sensing, or maybe we really are in some other dimension, placing our hands on the earth, and it feels special in some way. Tender, loving, grounding, just as when you physically put your hands on the earth, it's grounding. And you kind of tune in by doing this. Your attention is drawn to the earth, and the fact that you're laying your hands not on some inert matter, but on a vibrant world of creatures and of life. Dear Earth, we love and respect you. We enjoy being close to you. We love being close to you. You comfort us. You hold us. We can curl up in your embrace and feel held by you and loved by you. You bring us strength. You bring us humility. You bring us perspective. And you allow the energy of the earth to flow up into your body. You sense the roots of the trees in the earth. All around us, the roots of all these beautiful, wonderful trees, all anchored firmly in the earth, all a part of Earth's family, children of the earth, growing out of the earth. And you feel the energy of the earth rising up into the trees, just as it's rising up into you, bringing energy and life, strength and calm. Something about the straightness, the strength of the trees, even though some might be gnarled and slightly hunched or bending, but most of them kind of just growing straight up into the sunlight. There's a sense of a quality of uprightness, of steadfastness. One of the meanings of the word druid is steadfast seer, the etymological derivation of it. One derivation is steadfast seer. Dear trees, may we be like you, calm, upright, acting with integrity and firmness and clarity. Our awareness now of the branches above us, the leaves. Notice what time of year your trees are in. This particular time you're in the grove. Is it winter? Is it spring? Is it autumn? Is it summer? We're from all over the world, so it may be different for some people. And whatever the time of year, you become aware of the sky and you breathe in the energy of the sky. The energy of the sky flows into your being, meeting the energy of the earth within the center of yourself. And as you become aware of the energy of sky and earth meeting in the center of yourself, see if it's, without straining at all, just see if it's possible for you to kind of imagine that you're tracking out a bit like a, what are they called, a drone, flies up. You're sort of moving up and out. And you can see your body sitting in the circle. And you can see the bodies of everybody else. You can see the sort of 300 of us all in the circle, fire burning in the center, trees around, and you're just tracking up. Now you're looking down from above the canopy, looking down. You can see this clearing in the woods now, the light of the fire, that group of humans there, down there in the circle, tracking up, the whole forest now below, moving up, the countryside around, now the ocean as well, until you find yourself coming to the meniscus, the place where the atmosphere of the earth grows thinner, and then you're out through the meniscus into space. And you're tracking up above the earth, and you can see the whole earth with the atmosphere around her, this beautiful blue and green sphere. And just get to the right height that you need to be, looking down on the earth, and just feel your love for the earth. And just sense, you might sense this kind of literally or just metaphorically, that you're holding the earth in the palm of your hands. And maybe in all our hands, we've got the whole wide world in our hands. Perhaps as a whole circle, we're just around the earth with our palms out. And the earth is in the center of our circle. And our palms are radiating our love and care for the earth. And in the gospel song, it's talking about, of course, it's God they're referring to. He's got the whole earth in his hands. And in a more animistic, perhaps, way of understanding deity, we can sense that we are all reflections of deity. We are all divine. So we've got the whole world in our hands. The fish of the sea, the birds of the earth, the birds of the air, the children, the animals, the plants, the trees, the whole world. May this world be blessed. May this world be loved and protected by all beings who live upon her. May the energies of peace and love and protection and care and concern flow from our circle and from all people of goodwill towards the earth. And then feeling your love for the earth, feeling all of our love for the earth, you gradually find that as you feel your warmth and your love for the planet, you find yourself naturally gravitating towards it, as we do towards those that we love, those things that we love. And so we gravitate towards the earth, coming down. Coming down through the meniscus now, coming into the earth's atmosphere. Seeing the oceans and the forests and the mountains. Finding ourselves above the wood, seeing the glow of the fire in our sacred grove, and seeing all of us as if returning from a magic carpet ride, all coming into land now, all coming back into the grove. And you sense yourself coming down gently, gently, gently down, and then resting on the ground. And then as you come to be seated on the ground, your hands just naturally flow out to either side of you, and you take the hands of the person to the left and right of you. And you feel the connection in this circle. You feel this sense of solidarity, of communion, of community. May our lives be blessed. May all life be blessed. And may the land be blessed. A gentle squeeze. And then you let go of the hand to either side of it, and you bring your hand down to rest your palms on the earth. On this day, St. Patrick's Day, the 17th of March, may this land be blessed. As we move in just a few days' time towards the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, towards the autumnal equinox in the southern hemisphere, may this earth be blessed. And then you bring your hands up from the earth to your heart, placing your hands over your heart. May my body be blessed. May my life be blessed. May all lives be blessed. And as you do this, you become aware of yourself seated here now. Your awareness of the walls around you, the ceiling above you, and the floor beneath you start to become clear as your awareness of the sacred grove begins to fade, until you become fully present of being here in your room. And when you feel ready, you open your eyes. Nest and Seed, seeing your message, sending you much love, many blessings. So good that you are here, and reading your comments. Lots of lovely comments. Morgan says, as you were conducting this meditation, the sun came out and illuminated the window. Blinds like a benediction. So those of you who are in the order and are able to access the Druid Hearth, do go over there, and let's gather in the Druid Hearth and carry on discussing. Otherwise, have a lovely rest of the day or evening. Much love to everybody. See you next Monday. Now, next Monday, I'm going to be in Ireland. So I'll either broadcast from Ireland or it'll be pre-recorded. I'm not sure. Okay. Many, many blessings. Okay. Bye.